What is up, everyone, and welcome to this reaction video, which was the winner of this week's poll for other artists over on my Patreon. The winner was the incredible Mr. Jonathan Young, and the hardest part about doing a Jonathan Young reaction at the moment is choosing what song to do, because this man is putting out bangers, banger after banger after banger. And I was scrolling down his catalog, and not that long ago, I cannot scroll past this for a second. I have previously reacted to Colin McGuinness doing Music of the Night, and it blew my mind, absolutely blew my mind. But Colin kept it close to the original. He brought out a theatrical side I was not ready for. Jonathan Young is doing Music of the Night, one of the best songs from Phantom of the Opera, and doing it as a metal cover. I can't even begin to fathom what this is going to be like. I am dying to hear what this is going to be. So when I saw that, there was no scrolling past it. There was no second chances. I need to hear this. So we are going to be checking this out right now. As always, please check out the original video linked in the description below. Give the original a like and a comment, and subscribe to Jonathan Young if you haven't already, because he's amazing. And we're going to get into this. This is Music of the Night from Phantom of the Opera, a metal cover by Jonathan Young. Let's go.
Nighttime sharpens, heightens each sensation. Darkness stirs and wakes imagination. Silently the senses are burned up and
Okay, straight away, logically, my brain knows this is Phantom of the Opera. It's right there in the title. You couldn't really have the Phantom singing this way, and yet, if someone did a version of the Phantom of the Opera where he was bringing that kind of grit, that kind of growl, that kind of to the notes, I would not be mad for a second, y'all. Tortured man, scarred face, demon inside, and he's singing like that. It just freaking works. As for like the song itself so far, it feels like he's like sped up the pacing of it a little bit, or it might just be that he's not leaning as heavily into the kind of theatrical style of the Phantom, which gives it a very different feel. But at the same time, we know this is a metal cover, and it definitely feels like the soft, quieter part of a metal song before everything kicks off. So my man is hitting the theme perfectly and sounds amazing doing it.
imagination. Silently the senses are burned up and
how effortlessly Jonathan Young transitions into that vocal fry and back out of it and makes it work perfectly with the song. Like, this would have been mid, average, if he'd done the whole thing in that total vocal fry type of thing. I can't do it, I'm not a singer. But if he was doing that kind of voice the whole time, it would have been, no, that's not right. The fact that he goes into those aggressive moments, those growly moments, and then pulls it back into the kind of singing again, and then dips into them again. And even moments where I expected him to throw one in for like a gimmick's sake, basically, he doesn't put one in there because it's not the right moment for it. I was so ready for that last line of the music of the night, for him to just finish it off with a no, doesn't do it because it's not what's needed there. And that is the genius, the absolute genius of Jonathan Young as when he puts together a song like this. He does them so freaking well and looks at what the text needs and looks at what the song needs in that moment.
Music of the night. Close your eyes and surrender to your darkest dreams. Purge your thoughts of the life you knew before. Close your eyes, let your spirit start to and you'll live as you've never lived before.
Yo, this is what I'm talking about. This man just stood there and went, okay, by the way, you may think I'm doing this as a metal cover because I didn't think I could do it as a clean version. I'm gonna let you know, I could have done this clean. I could have done this theatrical. I could have just done a Music of the Night cover if I wanted to. That's not what I wanted to do with it. I love when someone does something like this, but leaves that little moment, that little hint and that little sprinkling in just to remind you, hey, this was a choice. This isn't a cop-out. It's a choice. And that is exactly what that felt like. It probably wasn't even in the planning of the song to be that way. That's not what that probably isn't Jonathan's intention at all. But it's just such a nice moment when you hear them hit that part and you're like, oh, it's not like he's pulling out the growly voice. We know this already because we've heard his vocals. We know how he sings. But it's not like he pulls out the growly voice to cover the fact that he couldn't hit the big wah notes. He can do that. He can freaking do that. And he just put a stamp on it and reminded you. And I love that so much.
And you'll live as you've never lived before.
Don't just keep going. Piss off. Don't just piss off to the corner for a second. Let me think, because that I don't even know what to say about that, y'all. First of all, my first thought through that whole section was, why does this style of music suit this so well? Like that last little section there, it felt like it was always meant to be played and done that way. And then he hit that the high section and just was freaking slaying the vocals. And then you're going to come through with the big finish. Everything about this section, I can't even speak right now. Everything about this section just dropped my jaw to the floor. I had no notes. I had no comments. Absolute vacant brain. Alt Control Delete to restart the brain because it just went empty as I'm seeing here going, that's incredible. Oh my God.
Let your mind
I don't even know what to say at this point, y'all. I don't even know what to say right now. I am blown away by how well this works, how well Jonathan has made this work, because anyone could have done a rock cover of Music of the Night, a metal cover of Music of the Night, any genre you like. You could have done a cover in it, and he might have sat there and gone, yeah, it works really well. It sounds nice. But thematically, this works. The fact that Jonathan is including parts of the vocals where it's these, like I said, that vocal fry, that deep vocals, and then other parts where he's going up to the rafters with the high vulnerable notes, and then the middle chest voice, it's all just so freaking Phantom. I'd have to rewatch Phantom to really pick it apart, but I swear in At Least Love Never Dies that the pitch the Phantom is singing at is really used as a kind of reflection of his mental state, because it seems like any time he's singing really really vulnerable hurt lines, he goes into those really high notes. And then other times he can do those big threatening moments. It's so perfect for it. And I would have never imagined, I would have imagined a metal version of this song working. We've had like punk versions that I think was done by, I want to, not Music of the Night, but the Phantom of the Opera main song. I think it's Blink-182 did a punk version. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. It was a choice. It was a choice. But this is completely the polar opposite to that in terms of capturing everything you want this song to have and still feeling like it's got the soul of the original song in there, despite the fact that this is one of those situations where would the song work in the musical this way? Probably not. Does it still capture everything that's in the song and have the soul of the character there? 1,000,000%. Having that power guitar, that squealing 80s metal guitar come in right at that big last note, flawless. Yo, I don't even care. I don't want it explained. I don't want the title changed to Phantom of the Metal or anything like that. I just want a version of Phantom of the Opera. It's exactly the same as the original. Nothing changed. But you just have metal songs the whole way through. Change all the songs to be metal versions of them. Let Jonathan Young do it because the man knows what he is doing. This was so unlike any version of it I've ever heard before. So completely unique and incredible, and just such a showcase, absolute showcase of the vocal and mixing mastery that is Jonathan Young. This was freaking phenomenal, y'all. I want to hear him do every single song from Phantom of the Opera. I don't even think it would work really in a proper production, and yet I would still cast Jonathan Young as the Phantom because of how he pulled this off. Absolutely wicked. I freaking loved that. Yo, please jump in the link down below and give the original a like and a comment and subscribe because damn, how could you not? Also, give this video a like and a comment and subscribe to this channel. Let me know some other musical songs that you would love to hear Jonathan Young tackle some songs from, because I know he's done a Wicked one. I think he's done that as an epic style rather than a metal style. But I'd love to hear him do anything from Wicked as metal. But let me know what musical you'd love to see him do a song from, because I think he could do some incredible metal covers of musicals. Also, subscribe to the channel. It helps out so much. And check me out over on Patreon, where I run weekly polls for the reactions that I do here on the channel, just like the one that Jonathan won today. You can vote on the polls and be a part of the Discord community for as little as $1 a month. So check that out over on Patreon. I also do weekly TV show reactions. At the moment, we are reacting to Merlin Season 1, and we're about to start Supernatural Season 4, which I cannot wait for because Season 3 left me traumatized. We also do a monthly movie reaction, a monthly live stream, and at the highest tier, you can get a guaranteed reaction right here on the channel. So check all that out over on my Patreon. I will see you all in the next reaction video. Have yourself a fantastic day, night, morning, evening, afternoon, whatever time zone you're in, and I'll see you next time. Bye.